Japanese people are so unique. That's why I really like Japan. We are diving into some funny things that make Japan, well, Japan. As your local friend who has traveled abroad quite a bit, and I have noticed some pretty interesting differences in how we do things in Japan. Trust me, by the end of this video, you will love Japan even more and pack your bags to experience it yourself, hey? By the way, before diving into it, hi, I'm Kota from Howzit, Japan. We are your local friend in Japan. And if you like Japan, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We are local friend, okay? Okay, so let's jump in. Let's house it. Japanese superpower, waking up at the right station. Have you ever wondered how Japanese people wake up exactly at their stop? It's like we have some kind of built-in GPS in our brains. I swear, no matter how tired we are, we just somehow know. Did you ever just wake up naturally at your stop?
あります。1個前とか。あります。
Why is that?
感覚で覚えてるから。
The other day, I was taking the trains home after a really long day at work. Like usual, I dozed off somewhere between Shibuya and Shinjuku, but right before my stop, snap! My eyes just opened. Even my foreign friends are amazed and asking me, Kota, how do you do that? It's a secret. I don't tell you. Some people think it's because of the station melodies. Each station has its own unique tune that might be programming our brains while we sleep. Others say it's just years of commuting experience. But there's one thing that can break this superpower completely. Alcohol, osake. Have you ever been too drunk to get off at your stop?
あります。歩いて帰りました。
いや、なんか途中でっていうよりかは終電の電車乗ろうとしたら逆のホームに立っちゃって逃したことはあります。
For our viewers planning to visit Japan, here are some tips. Keep an eye on the screen. Maybe try setting a silent alarm when you get closer to the time. The trains run on time here. Or try to develop this power yourself. Results may vary. Interesting fact. Japanese trains are so punctual that your phone's GPS can actually tell you exactly when you will arrive. But honestly, most of us don't even need it, okay? We just know. So next time you are on the train in Japan, try to unlock this superpower, okay? But if all else fails, just set an alarm, just in case. The Japanese people way of making eye contact. When Japanese people travel abroad, they sometimes go on a date with local guys and girls. I actually had my first date with someone who was not Japanese when I was overseas. So she was really cute and hot. Anyway, I still remember what she said to me during that date. Why don't you look me in the eye? That moment hit me hard. In Japan, we are taught that too much eye contact can feel aggressive or uncomfortable. It's like having a staring contest you never agreed to. Instead, we do this dance of quick glances, make eye contact, look away, check back, look away again. It's like a choreographed routine. Maybe this is why we are so comfortable wearing masks in Japan. They help hide our expressions. While people in other countries love their sunglasses, we prefer masks. When we are embarrassed, we often cover our mouths with our hands too. It's like we have a whole arsenal of tools for avoiding awkward eye contact situations. How do you feel when someone keeps looking into your eyes while talking?
それはしたくなります。恥ずかしいからあんまり見ないかもしれないです。
If people don't maintain constant eye contact with you, they are not being rude or uninterested. They are showing you respect in the most Japanese way possible. The art of perfect timing. You know what they said? If you are not early in Japan, I mean really late. Let me tell you about our friend Nanako from Howzit, Japan. Nanako is famous for being the only Japanese person I know who's always late. It's so unusual that her friends started telling her fake meeting times. If we are meeting at 2, we tell her 1:30. Sorry Nanako, but it's true. In Japan, being on time isn't just about punctuality. It's about showing respect for others. Even for casual meetups with friends, we usually arrive 5 to 10 minutes early. Compare that to some countries, where being 15 to 30 minutes late is totally normal, right? And if you're late to a drinking party in Japan, is there usually a penalty game for people who are late to drinking parties?
はい、あります。なんか飲まされるみたいな感じですかね。
コールみたいのを言われて一気に飲んだりとか、あとはトイレから戻ってきた時とかに飲まされることがあります。
Oh boy, get ready for 一 Kinomi, you might have to drink your entire glass in one go as a penalty. Though between you and me, I think some people show up late on purpose just for this. We even have this term, 社長出勤, CEO arrival time, which you might think means coming in late because you are the boss. But guess what? Most Japanese CEOs actually arrive super early. That's how serious we are about time. For anyone planning to visit Japan, for restaurant reservations, arrive on time if not a little early if it is a fancier place. For meetings, 5 to 10 minutes early is perfect. If you are running late, it happens. Always call ahead. Yes, you can get official delay certificates from train stations if your train is late. So if you want to fit in with Japanese punctuality, just remember being early isn't just about good manners. It's a way of life. Chopstick Mastery. Our skill with chopstick is like winning the Olympic gold medal. We can use chopsticks to pick up or eat even the smallest and slippiest items. For example, when eating potato chips, some Japanese people actually use chopsticks. Well, I don't use them that much. It seems they don't want to get their hands dirty, but it's actually a clever idea, right? Don't you think so? You know what's funny? I never thought using chopsticks was special until I went abroad. Watching my friends struggle with them made me realize we have been training for this our whole lives. It's like we all secret chopstick ninjas. Oops! How did you learn to use chopsticks?
親のなんかあれ
輪っかやんな。
そう
輪っかに指突っ込んででそれで教わったみたいな感じです。なんか持ち方違うくなる人もおるよな。
Is the way other people hold chopsticks important?
重要ですね。
食べ方汚い人嫌やな。その人の性格出る。店とか行った時にな。
ちょっとってなる。
Also, some Japanese people prefer using chopsticks when eating spaghetti. I personally never use a fork or knife. Why? Because chopsticks is way easier to use. Of course, definitely. You can spin spaghetti with just chopsticks without needing a spoon. Chopsticks are so convenient and can handle anything. When cooking, we often use cooking chopsticks or saibashi. These are especially great for picking up hot items. Of course, we sometimes use spatulas or tongs, but nothing beats the ease of using chopsticks. That's why we find chopsticks the most convenient and natural tool for this job. Especially for Japanese women, how you use chopsticks is something that people really pay attention to. We are often judged based on how we handle chopsticks, so we are extra careful about using them properly. Chopstick etiquette is incredibly important in Japan, and it can often subconsciously influence how others perceive you. But there are a few things that you should never do with chopsticks. Let me explain. Don't stick chopsticks upright into a bowl of rice. This is associated with funeral rituals, and is considered very rude. Doing this during a meal can be seen as very bad luck. Don't pass food directly from one pair of chopsticks to another. This is similar to a funeral ritual where bones are passed. If you are worried about your chopstick skills or prefer using a fork, we totally get it. But don't worry, most restaurants have spoons and forks available, so feel free to ask the staff for them. Get the hang of it. Using chopsticks properly can make your meal much more enjoyable. Can you use chopsticks properly? Give it a try! And still struggling with chopsticks? Don't worry, we can teach you some cool techniques at Howzit Japan in Japan while enjoying the great meal. Let's chill with us in Japan, we are waiting for you! The art of gift giving more than just presents. In Japan, gift giving is very common. For instance, we exchange presents for birthdays and Christmas, and it's also common to bring back souvenirs when traveling. This practice is similar to what you might experience in your own country. However, here's where it gets interesting. I remember giving a gift to my friend overseas, and they immediately tore into it. I was shocked at first. In Japan, we handle gifts like they are precious artifacts. Even when we do open presents, we carefully remove the wrapping paper and ribbons. We would never just tear it open. Does it bother you when someone tears open the wrapping recklessly?
ぐしゃぐしゃに開けられるとなんか雑に扱われてる感じがする。
最初はちょっと丁寧に綺麗に開けてほしいかも。
プレゼントとして見てほしい。ラッピングしてるしっていう、そこまでがプレゼント。
By carefully unwrapping it, we show respect for the work that went into presenting the gift. Personally, I really appreciate this culture. It allows us to feel the sender's intention and care behind the gift. Here is something that might surprise you. When you return from a trip, it's customary to bring back souvenirs for your colleagues. Even if they are not necessarily your friends, you are expected to give them something. It's a bit funny, right? In Japan, unwrapping a gift is part of the gift itself. The daily bath ritual more than just getting clean. In Japan, taking a bath is more than just getting clean. It's about relaxing and washing away the stress of the day. While quick showers are common too, many Japanese people enjoy soaking in a hot bath every night. For me, it's one of the best ways to unwind after a long day. Do you take a bath every day?
はい。
入ります。はい。
絶対
シャワーかお風呂
まあまあまあ。まあまあ。
Do you take a bath or just a shower more often?
今はお風呂。
今はお風呂。
寒いから。
寒いから。
What about in the summer?
シャワーばっかり。
うん。
Bath culture is very common in Japan. In Japanese households, especially in families with children, it's common to take a bath together and enjoy chatting while relaxing. It's like our version of family dinner time, but in water. Do you go on hot spring trips?
行く。
行く。
2つ。熱海。この前熱海。
温泉に入りたい。
一応温泉に入りたい。
Do you go to the sauna?
サウナは好きです。僕はたまに行きますね。
どう遊びで銭湯行かないとかそれた時ぐらいには行くぐらいですね。
We even have an onsen hot springs and sento public baths where people bath together. Now I know what you're thinking. Bathing with strangers? For foreigners, the idea of bathing naked with strangers might feel awkward at first. But for us, it's totally normal. Honestly, it's one of those traditions I am proud of. It feels so uniquely Japanese. One reason why baths are such a big part of Japan is that Japan has an abundance of water resources. This means daily baths or showers are easy and natural for us. When I traveled abroad, I was surprised by how low the water pressure or limited water availability could be in some places. It really made me appreciate what we have back home. If you visit Japan, I highly recommend trying onsen. It's not just about the bath, it's the whole experience. Just remember one important rule in the onsen. Wash your body thoroughly before entering the shared bath. Cleanliness is important and it shows respect for others using that space. So if you visit Japan, don't just take a bath. Immerse yourself in the experience. The art of bowing, our daily dance. You have probably noticed that Japanese people bow a lot. When I say a lot, mean a lot. We bow when we say hello, goodbye, thank you, sorry, even congratulations. I even catch myself bowing while talking on the phone. Yes, that's right, we bow in almost every situation. And bowing is more than just a greeting. It's a way to express respect, gratitude, or even deep apology. The meaning of bow changes based on how deep it is and the situation, making it an important part of Japanese culture. Let me break down the main types of bows, okay? Light bow. This casual bow is quick and polite, perfect for simple greetings or a small thank you. It's like the hey bows, but with respect. Medium bow. A more formal gesture often used in business or when showing respect. Think of it as thank you so much bow. Thank you so much bow. Deep bow. Serious and meaningful. This bow is for deep apologies or moments of great respect. This is the I am really sorry and I am truly grateful bow. Dogeza, kneeling with your forehead on the ground. Dogeza is on a completely different level. It's a rare and reserved for extreme situations like the gravest apologies. It's the please forgive me bow. I still remember practicing bows for my school's graduation ceremonies. Our teachers were extremely strict, correcting every tiny detail. Align your hands with the seams of your gym uniform. Keep your head at the same height as everyone else during group bows. It honestly felt like practicing for a performance. Looking back, it was both nerve-wracking and oddly memorable. You know what's really interesting? Japanese people often bow while talking on the phone. It's such a strong habit that we do it without realizing. I caught myself doing it yesterday while ordering pizza. And sometimes foreigners make mistakes with bows, and that's totally okay. Let's practice together right now, okay? So many foreigners do, like bows with, put hand together and then bow like this. Arigato, arigato. It's not a proper Japanese bow. Allowing your hands like this and looking down, okay? Don't look up like this. Camera. It's not a proper bow. And so if you find yourself in Japan and when in doubt, just bow it out. Bow it out. The drinking pouring ritual, never pour your own. In Japan, there's a unique custom when it comes to a drinking party. You pour drinks for others instead of serving yourself. This tradition is especially common at nomikai, like a drinking party, with friends, family, or co-workers, and reflects the importance of thoughtfulness and connection in Japanese culture. If someone's glass is empty, it's polite to offer to refill it, and in return, someone will ensure your glass is never empty either. It's considered bad manners to pour your own drink, so this shared exchange creates a feeling of care and togetherness. When pouring or receiving a drink, it's customary to use both hands as this gesture conveys respect. In professional settings, younger employees often pour for their seniors, reinforcing the cultural value of honoring others, elders, or superiors. Do you keep an eye on your seniors' glass at the drinking party?
僕は結構気にかけて注いだりはします。その上司の方のグラスが空いてたら、もうこう周りに気を配りながらお酒ついたりとか、うまく周り見ながら自分も飲んだりとか、こう周りに目を配りながら自分は楽しんでます。最初はちょっとなんかぎこちない感じだったんじゃないかなと思うんですけど、今はもう慣れてこう一緒に楽しみながらできてます。
I remember my first business drinking party. I was so nervous about the pouring etiquette. But you know what? It helped break the ice. There's something special about taking care of each one's drinks that creates a warm atmosphere. This custom goes beyond the etiquette. It's a way to build stronger bonds and create a sense of friendship. If you ever attend a drinking party in Japan, embrace this tradition. It's a wonderful way to connect with others and experience a meaningful aspect of Japanese hospitality. Just remember, always keep an eye on companions' glasses and ensure no one's drink is left empty. And don't worry making mistakes. People will appreciate your effort to participate in the culture. So give it a try. Don't afraid to make a mistake. Elevator captains, the unspoken heroes. You will probably ride an elevator at least once during your visit to Japan, right? But did you know there's something unique that only Japanese people tend to do in elevators? Let me introduce you to the concept of elevator captain. Is there a rule in Japan where the person standing in front of the control panel operates the elevator?
あります、
もう当たり前。
オープンをずっと開けたままで最後自分が降りるみたいな、
何階ですかとか聞く。それ普通。
逆にそれがないと
The person standing closest to the control panel becomes the unofficial elevator captain. This person is in charge of the buttons for everyone. It's like becoming the temporary pilot of a very small, very vertical vehicle. Here's how it works. Holding the open button when people are getting on or off the elevator. The captain holds the open button to stop the doors from closing too soon. This shows care of others and makes sure no one feels rushed or left behind. Pressing the floor buttons, if someone says which floor they want to go to, the captain will press the button for them. It's like being everyone's personal elevator DJ. Closing the doors efficiently. Once everyone is inside, the captain presses a close button to make sure the elevator moves smoothly. This small act of kindness is very important in business settings, where being thoughtful shows good manners and professionalism. It's also a way to maintain harmony, wa in Japanese, which is an important value in Japan. I never realized how unique this was until I traveled abroad. In other countries, everyone just presses their own buttons. The first time I waited for someone to press a button for me in New York. Well, let's just say I was standing there for quite a while. As a visitor to Japan, you will likely see this custom in office buildings, hotels, and department stores if you happen to be near the control panel. Taking on this role will impress locals and show that you respect their culture. Just remember, with great powers comes responsibility. things that mysteriously disappear. Japan is a very safe country. Even if you lose your wallet, it will most likely be returned. In fact, I have lost my wallet 5 times in my life in Japan, and it has always come back to me. I was so lucky. However, there are 2 items that have a habit of, let's say, taking walks on their own: umbrellas and bicycles. First, let's talk about umbrellas. These are cheap plastic umbrellas that you can easily buy at convenience stores, drugstores, or supermarkets. Japanese people use umbrellas even if it's just a small amount of rain. Because of it, there are many umbrellas on the street and they get borrowed quite frequently. But here's the thing. Since these plastic umbrellas are cheap and easy to get, it happens a lot, especially during the rainy season or when it starts raining suddenly. People often quickly borrow an umbrella, and sometimes this leads to accidentally taking someone else. Have you ever had your umbrella or bicycle stolen?
あります。両方。コンビニに置いておいたりとか、出てきたらないとか。あります。自転車あります。
自転車あります。家の前からなくなってた。
家の前。
This is just a unique part of Japanese culture. It's like there's this unspoken umbrella sharing system. Now about bicycles. They are very important for transportation in Japan. Many people use every day, especially in cities. When I was a student living in Nagoya, one day my bike was stolen. Even though I had locked, I was really surprised. In Japan, no matter how careful you are, your bicycle can still be stolen. But have I ever stolen someone else's bicycle? Of course not! That will be crossing a line. If you are living in Japan or just visiting, please be careful of these 2 things: umbrellas and bicycles. Especially bicycles. Make sure to lock them properly. Otherwise, I might just take it. Kidding, just kidding. How was it? You fell in love with Japan even more, right? Oh, thank you so much. And please let us know what you thought about this video so that we can improve for the next video. And see you in Japan, okay? We will see you guys in Japan. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out our fantastic videos in the future. Okay, see you in Japan. Bye. How's it, Japan? Bye.